glittering world of Hollywood and Hong Kong cinema, few names shine as brightly as Jackie Chan. But behind the dazzling success of this martial arts legend lies a complex family story, particularly concerning his only son, JC Chan. Born into privilege in 1982, JC's life trajectory would prove to be markedly different from his father's legendary rise to stardom. From the beginning, JC's upbringing stood in stark contrast to his father's humble origins. While Jackie Chan grew up in extreme poverty, learning discipline through grueling martial arts training, JC was raised in luxury, cushioned by his father's hard-earned wealth. Jackie Chan would later reflect in his memoir that he spent merely 2 weeks per year with his son, as his flourishing career kept him perpetually occupied with film projects around the globe. This absence left JC's upbringing primarily in the hands of his mother, Joan Lin, who, perhaps to compensate for Jackie's absence, began indulging their son with every conceivable luxury. The young JC never had to worry about basic necessities or even extravagant desires. Everything was provided without question. This privileged existence would later become a source of regret for Jackie Chan, who wrote, "No one should have such a good life from their birth." The contrast between father and son couldn't have been more pronounced. While Jackie Chan's youth was marked by rigorous training starting at 5 a.m. and ending at 11 p.m., with physical punishment for any missteps, JC's childhood was characterized by comfort and indulgence. This fundamental difference in upbringing would later manifest in their divergent approaches to work ethic and discipline. As JC entered his teenage years, the disconnect between father and son became increasingly apparent. Jackie Chan would often return home late at night, only to find his son already asleep at 9 p.m. This would frustrate the action star, who was accustomed to pushing himself through countless meetings, training sessions, and script readings well past midnight. The lack of drive he perceived in his son became a source of constant disappointment. The first major turning point in JC's life came during his college years in Virginia. Despite his father's wishes for him to pursue a conventional professional career as a lawyer, engineer, or doctor, JC dropped out after his first year. While he claimed it was to pursue his musical ambitions, reports suggested his departure was less voluntary, citing excessive drinking, poor living conditions, and numerous unexcused absences. In 2004, against his parents' wishes, JC made the bold decision to move to Hong Kong to pursue a career in entertainment. He even surrendered his American citizenship for Chinese nationality, demonstrating his commitment to building a career in Asia. However, his debut album, simply titled JC, was met with harsh criticism and commercial failure. Critics labeled it a horrid absolute waste of money, forcing JC to pivot towards acting. His transition to film wasn't much more successful. His first movie role in The Twins Effect 2 received mediocre reviews, earning less than 5 out of 10 stars on IMDb. Even appearing alongside his father in the milestone 100th Jackie Chan film, 1911 Revolution, couldn't save JC from criticism. The movie became Jackie's least successful film both critically and commercially, earning a mere 8% on Rotten Tomatoes and grossing only $127,000. The string of professional disappointments continued with Double Trouble, which became one of the biggest box office flops in history, earning just $9,000 in its first 2 weeks. Even with government support mandating his film, Whoever, to be shown in half of China's cinemas, it failed to make any significant impact. But the most devastating blow to JC's career and family reputation came in August 2014, when he was arrested in his parents' luxury Beijing apartment for drug possession. The timing couldn't have been worse. His father had been serving as China's official anti-drug ambassador since 2009. The arrest became a media spectacle, with police releasing footage of JC admitting to possessing approximately 100 grams of marijuana. Jackie Chan's response was swift and severe. He publicly expressed his shame and anger, refusing to use his connections to help his son. In a statement that shocked many, he declared, "I failed to be a good father and I deserve the blame." The Chinese government used JC's case as a public example, televising his trial and sentencing him to 6 months in prison. During his imprisonment, JC wrote letters to his mother, revealing the pressures of growing up in his father's shadow and the emotional struggles that led him to drug use. However, Jackie Chan remained firm in his stand, even announcing that he would donate his entire fortune, estimated at $350 million, to charity rather than leave it to his son. The consequences of JC's arrest extended far beyond his prison sentence. He lost numerous lucrative endorsement deals with major brands including Adidas, Nivea, Johnson & Johnson, and Chevrolet. His acting career, which had seen him appear in 10 films in the 3 years before his arrest, came to a virtual standstill. In the decades since his release, he's appeared in only 3 films, one without even receiving credit. Today, JC has returned to America despite no longer being a citizen, in an attempt to rebuild his life away from the intense scrutiny of Asian media. While he and his father have reportedly reconciled to some degree, their relationship remains complicated. JC has expressed his desire to forge his own path, stating he's tired of being a person in his father's shadow. In recent years, JC has made efforts to reinvent himself, directing his first film, Goodnight Beijing, in 2021. According to industry sources, he has 2 more projects in development. However, the shadow of his past and the weight of his father's legacy continue to influence public perception of his work. The story of JC Chan serves as a cautionary tale about the complexities of growing up in the spotlight, the challenges of living up to a legendary parent's legacy, and the devastating impact of personal choices on professional success. While his father's rise to fame was marked by discipline, determination, and an unwavering work ethic, JC's journey has been characterized by privilege, struggle, and the ongoing quest to establish his own identity beyond being Jackie Chan's son. As we reflect on this father-son dynamic, it raises important questions about parenting privilege and the true nature of success. While Jackie Chan's rags to riches story embodies the traditional narrative of hard work and perseverance, JC's story reminds us that success cannot be inherited and that each individual must find their own path to fulfillment, regardless of their family name or circumstances of birth.